first Ivan. Like, for now, Joshua is into Dr. Boek's office. And Ivan is going home.
Celine would know that certainly now, if there was any doubt, that he has been mesmerized to do something that he wouldn't normally do. So she's not going to leave, and she will be the with, so he doesn't lose face.
Sorry, what? I didn't quite hear you.
So Celine, since Ivan normally wouldn't leave like that, and considering this exchange and him to go home, and that would just be outside of his character.
Yes.
Celine now knows there is something unmistakable, very gross going on here, so she will stay to speak to Dr. Bohick on his behalf, as well as give Joshua some stern words when he comes out.
So you don't stop Ivan for walking back home.
He'll kind of, I suspect, pull away from her grasp, and then everything as it's going through her head, all the gears are turning, and then yeah, she's like waiting for him to come out, slowly like shaking that she's pissed.
All right. After a while, Ivan.
Yo.
You find yourself bit far from Dr. Lake, but not too far. But you're in the part just in the street of the city, and you don't really know what you're doing here. You remember you were going to a Boek, you was Joshua here, Celine, and then
Question I have. Now, I'm not asking that it be associated with Joshua, but I've been dominated before. Do I have the sensation of that?
do me a wits occult roll.
It's a cult. I'll throw in a willpower. One way.
Yeah, definitely. You've been dominated with someone.
What's around me right now?
Nothing. You're in the streets. There's really no one around you.
Yeah, I'm not asking what people are around me, but like what physically is around me.
No one. You're in a quiet street,
No,
and
I think I must have broken up there. I said I don't need to know who's around me. I said what is around me physically, objects.
you're just in the street between two buildings.
All right.
Like there's cars and
I'm gonna curse
shop
loudly
cars,
and punch a wall as hard as I fucking can.
which is
You want to put some Vita into that?
No, because I just want to inflict lethal damage to myself.
no. The condition is gone, and you won't be able to affect lethal damage by punching a wall.
I don't have any What condition do you think I had?
Mesmerized.
No, I want to deal lethal damage to me because I'm pissed off.
No, you
And
you
yeah,
can't
you really can. You ever seen somebody get so angry they punch
He's doing
the wall?
thematics, basically.
You're a vampire. You will not, and you have one strength. You will not able to do yourself much harm with.
How much even worse? I'm gonna punch it repeatedly as hard as I can, trying
Actually,
to
yeah,
hurt myself, and then
Actually,
unable
that's
to.
honestly a better point
Yeah.
there, actually. You're a vampire. Even if you try to, by human metrics, you take bashing damage.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna repeatedly punch in my anger, and then the
Yeah.
further anger of not even being strong enough to hurt myself.
Now, headbutting with war might be able to do something a bit more.
Yeah, but I'm not stupid angry. I'm just angry. You know, punch the wall. God damn it! And then ineffectually punch the wall again, and then look at my hand, and it's barely even bruised, and it's like, fucking again! Fucking damns my fucking head!
Someone's opened the window and said, "Shut the fuck up there!"
No, you shut the fuck up! I'm gonna drain
sleeping.
them. Drain them.
Alright.
I
Go
am
on.
pissed. What's the resolve?
The resolve is 2.
I use willpower. Bring that up to 3.
Wow.
I'm not inflicting lethal damage on them. I'm just draining them of their willpower.
You can hear them sobbing and closing up the window.
That's what I fucking thought. Get the fuck out of here.
This in the other side of the street, someone's in just, turn on the light and look outside. See what's the problem.
Flip them the bird, and I'm gonna walk on down the street. I guess
Well.
towards home, because I have a sensation of that.
Your phone rings. Wait, no, he doesn't have your phone. No, yeah, no.
A phone
Yes.
somewhere rings, probably in Crancy Tower. No, wait, Celine
Yep.
didn't take my phone, did she?
I don't know.
No, I never took it.
Oh, okay, I don't know, something in my head thought maybe you had taken
No,
my
I
phone.
did take your phone because his dad called me.
Oh,
The old phone.
The phone that Bohek would have. The number 4, I mean.
so yeah, seeing your phone rings.
I answer it.
Ivan,
No, this is Celine. No, this is Patrick.
what?
There he is.
Well, do you know where Ivan is?
Yes, your childer ordered him back home.
What? It
And
looks,
she'll
Joshua, while you're pressing your thing, Dr. Borex looks at you. Very naturally.
I just kind of look back at him and I'm counting on my fingers. Page 28. Page 29.
What happened?
Hmm?
No, he's talking to Celine on the phone.
Celine, you can tell, is angry, but her beast has been entirely. The worst excesses of what she could do has been very thoroughly extinguished. Pissed. Ivan has recovered his memories, and let's just say that he and Joshua didn't get along. And Joshua, uh, I'll repeat the scenario essentially that he was ordered to beg for forgiveness, and he did, and then he responded, what he said, because I can't recall immediately, but then he said, "Go home, Joshua," afterwards, and yeah, she's. But since Ivan's not here right now, I can meet with you to discuss what he was going to meet you about.
You know about this? Told you?
I don't think so. But anything that you can say to him, you can say.
No. This is Covenant matters. Ordo Draco matters. So either get him back or come tomorrow.
She'll kind of squeeze her hand until it feels her muscles straining and her bones straining. It says, "As you." She doesn't want to get anybody in trouble. And then she will immediately speed out of the room and search for.
I mean, you were outside in the beginning.
Sure.
I thought you were following him.
I
Nope.
thought she was just standing there in the place waiting to talk to Joshua.
Yep, she
Yeah.
was.
I was going to give Joshua a big piece of my mind, but considering how that Ivan might now lose face with his order, that seems to take precedence over yelling at Joshua. So she's going to do what she can to try to find him as soon as humanly possible.
You can do me a wits composure roll.
Okay.
Plus your good senses.
Well, since we are blood bonded, I can sense his presence more distinctly.
Yeah, give me a +1. After like 10, 20 minutes, you're a bit faster than Ivan, and if you're running to catch him up, you manage to find him.
Okay.
Going angrily, walking angrily in the notes. So, yeah, you have your car also, so you know.
Well, I find Ivan and basically wrap my arms around him and say, "I'm so sorry."
You know, I've never considered Celine with a car before. In my mind, she's always running around everywhere.
Well, she does have a car.
Yeah, I figure, ironically, that the picture we're looking at now, at the map, is Ivan. Hoodie up and everything. Walking away from the
Sun rising,
camera.
oh no.
Yeah, I mean, other than that though, it's perfect because I was just thinking hoodie's probably up and everything, hunched over, hands in the pockets. 60s cartoon cursing. Frasm, fucking.
Frassa. But yes, Celine will say, "I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I was going to stay to talk to Dr. Bohek, but he wants to speak to you directly. He won't speak to. He's going to get it for doing that. I didn't want to." And she'll just keep apologizing over and over, saying, "I didn't want to attack him because it was Dr. Bohek was there and could have probably killed both of us, etc., etc." And she's kind of in, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna like take a deep breath through clenched teeth and put an arm back over his own shoulder, clasp against hers.
Mm-hmm.
Deep sigh. I just don't. I was trying to make him better, and he made it worse. Don't apologize. It wasn't your. It would never be your fault. It could never be your fault.
No, I should have stopped him. I know how upset that makes you.
I just gotta. I just gotta avoid him. Just no dealing with Joshua.
Well, do you want me to go back and then call you as soon as he leaves the... You can wait outside or in the car or something, and then once he leaves, I can call you and then you can see Dr. Bohek? So you don't have to go back to see him. Well, he might still be there.
I imagine Ivan takes his hand out of his hoodie pocket and looks down at it, and once again, no bruising, nothing. The ineffectual nature of his being reminded to him in his own fist. He says, "No, no, I'm not a child. I'll handle this."
If you want to hit something, you could give me a good smack in the face if you wanted. I can.
I feel like there's an unavoidable laugh. At his smile, he turns to her and he raises a hand, but it just comes down to her cheek, like to hold her, and is like, you are precious. You are. Maybe later.
Oh my. Anyway.
Meanwhile, Joshua, Dr. Banks turns to you and say, "Care to explain what happened?"
Hmm?
Ivan
Thing.
was expecting you.
Ivan. He arrived outside, and first thing he wanted to do was yell at me, and the next thing he was doing, he did this thing. I felt like my soul was leaving my body for a second. Maybe it was just the air. I didn't think I breathed anymore. And he made me believe.
Cocks an eyebrow. I see.
I think he got his memories back, which is a shame. I kind of liked him without it. I guess all the anger he had just kind of came right back. Still, I didn't want to have a whole fight in front of your office, So I just told him to go away for a while.
All
I'm
right.
sorry if that interrupted your schedule at all.
It did. No matters.
So, better you walk away than have a fight in front of your office.
Yes, I agree. All right, just I'll take that, and he gets you the papers you just printed out.
Mhm.
I'll forward this to my superior, and I'll call you back when I have results.
Hopefully they like it.
We'll see.
Alright. So, should I do a roll here for socialization, or is this going to obviate the need?
No, it's going to obviate the need during this covenant.
Alright, sweet. Alright, so I'll go ahead and take my leave for the night and wish Bohek the best.
All right. Let's just go quickly to Dylan Lucian. What are you two doing to, well, while
Yeah.
this train wreck is happening?
Well, to begin. First thing is I've got a lot of time. A lot of time to fill in. I suppose I'm gonna have Lucian start hitting the books about the dark owls.
What?
How much of that did you hear?
Practically none. Night owls, but other than that, nothing.
Hang on, let me sign up the.
Oh?
And
Hey.
back. Sorry, it's connected there for a second.
All right, sorry about that. As I was trying to say, Lucian's going to be trying to hit the books about these shadow owls.
Where?
Owls. And he's actually going to try checking, antique shops first, because they might have some old books on the matter.
Which shop?
An antique shop, since it might contain old books.
Alright, do me an intelligence occult roll. You manage after a while to find a shop that is still open. Just says antique. It's no really shop name or cookie puns or thing like that. Um, there isn't a lot of books. There's a lot of old stuff, old porcelain tea sets, old chairs, a few outdated firearms, and some books. Most of them seems to be about not death, but uh, well, but traditions, tradition of death, mourning, this kind of thing. There is a shopkeeper. Is not really the type you would think as an antiquarian. Is He has long hair, short cap beard, but still, he looks being punk. Too much punk to be here, but he's just uh, waiting at the counters, not really bothering you. You do not really find much about owls, other than you read of a book. Yeah, they're usually owls are usually considered a bad omen, even if they're not shadowy. People used to uh, get owls and nail them to the door. Were really considered harbinger of doom. Aside from that, nothing really interesting. There's books about um, quote unquote spirits, more about legends, about apparition and things like that in the region.
I'll start looking into Bo's books on apparitions then, because something might show up.
Um, well, it's quite a hefty book. There's a lot of fine, but you wouldn't have the time to uh, go through it in one. Well, maybe in one night, but not in 1 or 2 hours.
I guess I'll have to spend a bit of cash on my books then.
Well, Cashel looks at you for not a long time, but just slightly too much for it to not be a bit creepy. I ring the book. It's a nice level covered book. Very fine. It's really nice, and you have free resources. Yeah, you can. It's all right. You can have it. It's not too much.
Yeah, merci, monsieur.
Night.
Okay, and I suppose I better start making my way back to my haven then.
Do you, wait. Mm-hmm.
Alright, I suppose once I get back there, I'll start, well, reading it. And hope to God it's not. Hope to God I can actually read it.
Yeah, you can read it. It's in French. It's not in any other languages. It's fairly complete, but it doesn't claim to have any supernatural proof of the overworld. Just um, just a collection of legend, myth, mostly about ghosts, haunted places, strange things. Uh, just I'm gonna have trouble translating that. Washerwoman? Is that a word?
Yeah, washerwoman's a word in English.
Yeah. Well, most recurring phenomena seems to be about midnight washerwoman. Who's you know a bit about the local? There seems to be a local banshee. There, according to
Ugh.
the legend, they wash the last. Well, when someone dies, traditionally you put a sheet on them, and they are see at midnight near well again
But you don't screw
a
around with
place,
balloons.
yeah, the near ponds of things, washing the clothes of the dead to be of the shit that will cover them, which are usually covered in blood, and not smell ill. Well, they don't have any ill intent. They're usually just crying and seems to be mourning, but there have been sometimes of encountered turning badly for the man who encountered them, and usually having them killed, which raises the question: if the man who encountered them if the encounter was deadly, who wrote this? Like, but still, it's a fairly entertaining book, and who knows, some of it might even be true, but it's a fairly big book. Lots of things.
Yeah, Lucian thinks to himself, well, if we exist, why not these beings?
Maybe. But yeah, it can. It's certainly it's a rare book, so it's always nice to have around. Was Dylan doing something while all this is going on?
Well, I don't know. The only thing I can think of is to call my touchstone so I can get my condition removed.
You can certainly do that. Do you try to do that?
Sure, why not?
All right. If I remember, you moved here because she was in the city, right?
Yeah, and then she ran off with all my money.
What?
Yeah, her backstory is that she's a con artist and she conned me out of all
Yeah.
my money and ran off.
But I don't remember if you're a number. Hmm. Do you?
I don't know. I don't think we ever talked about. I'm assuming I have some way of getting in touch with her.
If you find her, yeah, you may have her number if you find her, but you're good at investigating stuff. So, considering she suddenly don't know you're here, but you can call her. You phone began ringing, and after a while, you hear a sleepy voice saying, "Who is this?"
How's it going? It's been a while.
There's silence for once, and Dylan.
That's me. You haven't forgotten about me, have you?
Shit. No, 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 no. I've not. I, how did you get my number? I'm. So my number. I'm. Oh fuck.
Well, you know
What's
me. I've
your
always
name?
been a resourceful little boy.
Yeah, you have. Listen, I don't want to tell you. See, with. I'm sorry for like just stupid like that, but I have. My brother he's just out of rehab and just needed me like badly, and you can hear it trying to form a lie. Yeah, Ivan, but the werewolf wiki isn't really all about the like any wikis. I'm ruling Ink as Vice or Mask, not Dirge. Uh, that doesn't really make any difference because both Mask and Dirge can make you regain all willpower, just a single willpower.
Sorry, I was whispering it so we didn't talk about it out loud, but at the
No,
same
sorry.
time, apparently it does matter to the two people I've affected it with.
Yeah, but no, it's Mask. Yeah, look, you can hear her forming, trying her sleepy brain trying to form a convincing lie, convincing story. She doesn't quite manage right away to do that. Um, you can hear her just thinking as she speaks. Yeah, she is over rehab, and he's fallen with the wrong crowd, and I'm at his place right now, and just I need to be here, and I didn't mean to ghost you. You know that, right?
And I go, yeah, I know. I'm just, I missed you.
I know.
And
I miss you too. I didn't. I was going to contact you when this little blow over, but this fucking thing. He's my brother's. Yeah, and I have to. I have to do this. And where you? Uh, what time is it over where you are?
well, I've run into a strange business nowadays. Had to rebuild my assets, so I've become a bit of a vampire. and I chuckle. So I keep really weird hours now, so I can only call you
Oh,
during these times.
yeah. Sorry, just I have to move a bit. My brother didn't leave it. Uh, mm.
Well, I just wanted to call to hear the sound of your voice, and
Oh, that's
maybe
sweet.
one day, after your brother cleans up, we could meet again.
Yeah, total. I miss you too. You know, just I'm very sorry. I'm really am ashamed of me, right?
Wow, that's shocking. You were hardly ashamed of anything.
Yeah, but that it's I didn't mean to.
Well, recently I've come to a conclusion that people are always going to be who they are. Can't really run from your past.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Well, I just wanted to say that, you know, I have to actually thank you in a way because you showed me some things that I didn't really want to admit, even about myself. And now I realize embracing those things are probably better off than trying to resist them. So I wanted to thank you for that. And like I said, one day we'll meet again.
Yeah, of course. One day we'll. I just give me some time. I'll work through this. Promise.
Well, I look around. I look at myself now in my pale form, and I go, "Well, time is definitely something I have a lot of nowadays." I go, "Good luck with your brother. I hope
Thank you.
he cleans himself up."
Yeah, I'm here for that. Though.
And then I just say goodbye and I hang up.
That wasn't quite sad. Well, that wasn't quite satisfying, but you still can get bored willpower back for just having contacted her at least. Even though she lied to you for the whole duration of this call,
And
you can
yeah,
always have
and
tempted.
so yeah, after I hang, I'm like holding a picture of her while we're talking, and then after I hang up, I take the picture and I throw it across the room and hear it shatter to a million pieces
Oh,
off in the distance. And then after a couple of seconds, I stand up and I walk over and I pick up the picture and I make sure it's okay, and then I put it back next to my bed again.
all right. Sorry. Oh, uh, all right. He's back. He's Teta back. Yeah, he's.
Yeah, I'm here.
Dunno, well, I assume some drive you back to the Boy's place.
Of course. She sticks to him like glue.
Hmm. Uh, ow, sorry. Uh, you arrive back at the place, I haven't. Well, the nurses, if you both enter, uh, are you still looking pissed?
Well, of course. Mad
Well,
meat, or mad, what do they call it?
the nurses start to shut around. Oh, hello. Um, you can join Is the second door on the right. Like, have a nice meeting. So you see her try to be all peppy and trying to not cheer you up, but well, maybe just a bit.
Yeah, no, I'll just do the same thing I do in real life. No matter how angry I am, I don't need to involve outsiders with it. So, if someone's nice to me, I'll react nice back. But the moment I turn my
Aw.
back, my face just goes back to
Yeah.
stupid fucking people.
You enter the room and like he's looking up from. He has a stack of paper that he is reading through. Everything is more ordained than when Joshua was. Yeah, Joshua was. Ivan, please take a seat.
Yeah, I mean, I'll go sit wherever. Of
There is
course,
a couch.
Celine is with me, I'm assuming.
Yeah, unless I'm told to go.
If Celine is with you, you will look at Celine and say, "Ah, Miss Winter, evening.
Good evening.
I'll need to speak with Ivan alone,
She
just for a bit."
stays. She stays.
No.
Well, then I'm not here. You can't have it both ways.
He shrugs.
Does he have
The
any
back
way?
shows back up.
Does he have any way of detecting the vinculum on us?
No,
Okay,
you don't think so.
Here's the. I'm gonna raise a hand to my brow, and give another pointed sigh, which I guess has to be on purpose because we don't need to do these things.
Yep.
And say,
Before you do that, before you do that, Celine will kind of see him go back to his doctor.
Yes.
I have. Do you know what this is? She just sort of asks blatantly, pulls out this dagger.
"Oh, you just give away. I wasn't
Pull
gonna
up.
drain him. That was not what I was doing."
Pull up the what? The dagger, you mean?
Yeah.
Looks at it. Can I see that?
With your eyes, not your hands.
He approaches you a bit, look at it, and say, "It's a good replica of a sacrificial dagger."
She gives it to Ivan and then says, I think you guys have something to talk about. And then
No,
we'll leave.
you stay. You sit,
She will sit down.
and I will finish what I was about to say. If you have any doubts whether she can remain here or not, then maybe you need to talk to the prince. We are to be wed, and that is going to be notarized. She will have the same respect I have, even if that is none at all, and she will be by my side, whether you like it or not.
No, I swore oath. I've taken part in the revelation. This is not a matter of trust or not. This is a matter of privacy. You do not do that in our society.
Then I guess this matter can wait until after the ceremony is complete.
Even after the ceremony is complete, I don't care who you marry, Ivan. Well,
Wow.
congratulations to you
Wait.
both,
Pause.
but
Pause, because this conversation might be going a way that I didn't anticipate, specifically because the notarization part of the oath of matrimony that gives us both status in the different
when
orders.
applicable,
Right, but is that not applicable? Because I assumed
not
it
to
was.
covenant status. No, not to covenant status. Unless she
sure.
unless she joined the Order Dracula even at one dot, then she'll have the same respect of you. But no, the covenant status is a special kind of status.
Right, no, I thought it specifically said covenant status was also a thing.
No.
Are you sure?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it was. We've been basing a lot of stuff around that. I'm trying to go back. I'm pretty sure I have it pasted somewhere.
Let me check. No, it doesn't say anything about covenant status. You can receive a free dot in a social merit if possible. If the merit does not exceed a single variety, no. Oh, I was wrong. Yep, you were right. You were right. Covenant status applies. So yeah, it won't say that, but uh, uh,
I was saying, 'cause it,
Redcon.
yeah,
Yep,
because it kind of
you're
really
right.
changed everything.
No, you're right. You are right. Yep, was up. He looks at you both for a while and says, "All right, all right." So we shall begin. He puts the paper on a table and approaches you. So, what were you telling me last night? What did you met exactly? I know I read it on the phone, but I had other things to do today, and my memory isn't quite what it used to be. Can you repeat to me what you said, what you saw?
First, there's something I want. I
Yes.
think you would know how to get it.
Go on.
Oh, damn it. Because here's the thing where I start saying something stupid, and it's going to sound stupid, like when I hired a psychic. I want to know how to read minds.
That's fairly easy. You're a
Okay.
maquette.
Okay.
It's in your blood. Just practice your supernatural senses.
Not talking about aspects.
Then there's no way to read minds for vampires.
I've heard that before. But I know everything in this world Everything in this world is possible now. My mind has been opened to the realms beyond realms.
Then you have to talk to your sire. Grandsire, sorry.
Alright, fair enough. And I look
But
over to Celine.
No, wait. May I offer you a piece of advice?
Advice is free. Why not?
It's well and good that you pursue a coil. But remember, they are based around our base capacity. They are not a replacement, they are an evolution. Do not neglect your vampire.
Yes, but to evolve is to move on to the next step of our way of being. Is it not our order to do so?
As I said, yes, but first, if you build yourself on a shaky and flimsy base, you will regret it.
Right, but my raft would be started with superior materials rather than on a base of rot.
Vampire material is superior material. We evolved from it. Anyway,
And I turn back to Celine again. What about you? Was there something you wanted?
Well, she kind of thinks about it, and then I guess after Dr. Lawrence, I thought I'd never have children again, so there's really nothing I can do in that.
you want to have children?
She kind of hides her face a little and says, "Yeah, it's always what I've always wanted." Which is why I got so angry. Because I'm dead now. I can't have children.
I see. Well, I have heard tales of vampire having children, siren children, not just embracing someone as a vampire.
Her face like
Reproduce as a
shoots
human.
up. What?
I've heard tales, but I didn't encounter such a case. I don't know if they're legends or reality.
Is there anyone? Well, is there anyone in the city that might know something?
He looks pained and say, I don't know. I mean, I'm an expert in vampire physiology, but I don't know how that could be possible. I've heard rumors, nothing more.
Celine's eyes widen as 100 different questions pop into her mind. And you can, like, it's almost like a grand assumption has been singed, and now she's just like, oh
I
my god, like,
guess
revelatory almost.
maybe with some operation it will be possible, and great expenditure of vitae but possible.
What about
Maybe
what about the coils? Could you,
calls.
with the blush of life, for example, right? And during that, would the baby still come to term?
It's
If you could somehow keep the blush of life active.
maybe, but it would probably be possible. But the amount of vitae needed to carry child to term, and who knows what effect it could have on human, well, human fetus. There's so many possibilities unknown. It's, huh, it may be possible.
She kind of begins to stand up and pace around, just way too much energy all of a sudden.
But there's no guarantee.
But it could happen.
It, well, I think it could, yes, and I've heard rumors, as I said, so maybe it has happened.
Well, thank you for telling me. Thank you, and she'll like
I,
probably be the most excited she's ever appeared around.
uh, well, I, you could, well, follow such rumors. If I don't really know if I can help you with that. I mean, I could provide with medical assistance, but
Well,
disappear.
the gears are turning, so she's okay. Maybe I should learn more about your organization.
You should.
I've heard there are things you can do to the blood.
We
From
can do
what I
many things to the vampire body: blood, a soul, the mind. All of this we know to mold and alter, but it's not an exact science. It relies part on science, mysticism, sometimes pure chance.
I think there was once where we established that Bohek, and maybe I'm wrong, but he never sleeps, right?
You, yeah,
He's made it
it's
sound that
I.
way on a number of
Yep,
occasions.
Yeah. So she'll ask him, so how do you stay awake? Isn't that.
it is. Yes, it is one of my research and my transformation that allows me to stay awake for a longer period of time than most of them. It is my belief and hopes that one day I will be able to conquer the sun itself.
Her eyes kind of widen a little bit. I had no idea.
It is not for the feeble of mind, of those lacking willpower and will to carry on through whatever means necessary.
Well, you've certainly given me something to think about.
I would ask you to think about it. Don't. There's many factors. But either way, this is not why you came here to talk, and you by extension.
Well, she came because of she. Well, she's going to have to ask the circle, but she having she'll kind of look to Ivan to see if there's anything else he wants to.
No, he'll shake his head.
But since she has status with the circle, she's not going to hand over the knife. she'd be more willing to do that to the Circle of the Crone and to her.
Oh, he doesn't really seem to want the knife.
Okay.
He is like, so what did you see last
It was a woman
night?
that seemed to be a corpse, and she was very keen about getting the knife from me. When I refused to give it to her, she said, "Okay, that's fine. It belongs to me, and I'll come back for it later." And then turned into a black mist or a shadow and disappeared into the night, and the body sort of dissolved into goo onto the ground.
Sound like huh? Sound like a case of possession.
I vaguely recall Joshua. Well, yeah, Joshua did mention that there was an owl that threatened him. Like, I remember that shadow being in the mall,
Hmm.
and it was burned with fire, and it seemed to possess the mannequins.
Yes, we are still investigating that.
Do you
Fortunately,
think the two are related?
I he thinks for a moment. I cannot. I don't know if I can. But what's your status in Mail? Oh yeah, 2 dots. Hmm. We know about such entity. Yes, similar to disembodied spirits, some ways. We, in fact, have one of those entities.
Oh,
You, and you look at you brought me those things. Val
we,
that you recovered from this clinic.
that was one of it?
Yes. Sealed. Unable to escape. I don't know by which means. We are studying.
Again, her eyes will widen the size of saucer.
I impart upon you both that this information must not leave the confine of this room.
Um, you have my word.
Mm. Again, I have heard tales about it from some of my clanmates. But they seem to be tied with. There seems to be vampiric entities tied with our history, as far as I know. I would, well, we could learn perhaps a lot more about them. Do you know who kept record in the medieval age before the Ordo Dracul was formed, or the Circle was formed? It was an ancient center, like mundane priest. They were the keeper of everything that happened: birth, death, embrace,
Hmm.
strange phenomena. And they keep extensive records there, stretching back to the foundation. But as you might, well, suspect, one does not access to those easily. I don't have really any contact with Lancia. I find them unsufferable.
Hmm. So that thing that I killed with the blowtorch, was that one of those two?
I don't think so. These things do not seem to possess body as we understand it. They're not. They even doesn't seem to be made of anything, which is possible, but somehow possible. I don't know. Maybe the gaseous form, but that was in part why we were so interested in the mall.
What's wrong with the mall? Is it
Well,
haunted?
you went there,
Well,
the shadowy
yes.
figure. Yes, we don't know. But the fucking Nosferatu, of course, have taken the arms and tried to lay claim to it.
Hmm.
I don't know if they heard about it. Why? Let's say we are battling with them on a, well, a territorial level. We're trying to have jurisdiction over them all. Conduct further experiments. But we have met some allies that will. We think we will soon have more answers, and as we hope the territory will be lent to us.
Well, certainly if it can kind of shed some light onto what these creatures are, and one that, whatever this knife is, I'm sure it's not good for, yeah, it's not good for giving it over.
He looks at the knife and says, well, maybe it's. I have heard about objects being tied to spiritual entities. Lilith knows a great deal about them. Ghosts. But
Bailiff?
this is not Lilith.
Oh, Lilith.
But this is not a ghost. I don't think so. Never seen. Well, I never saw one like that. Only seen a few. Two, to be exact.
Then maybe the circle would know what the dagger is. This might be more in their wheel.
I'm not Miket, and this seems to be a regular dagger, a crude replica. Nothing more to.
Okay.
But if you have more information, well, I'll be interested. But in the meanwhile, I wouldn't be carrying that with me if I were.
Well, no. I had originally intended to go to the circle this evening, but things happened.
I've heard.
She'll give Ivan a squeeze. But that's. She'll look at him. That's interesting. But yeah, out of character, that's all I've got.
If I were you, I would try to resolve this without any more bloodshed. But resolve this permanently. And I do not talk about killing my child. I am clear enough, I hope.
Slow nods.
Good.
But she'll also be thinking in her head, well, maybe he should stop being so. Should do that thing with his mind, and geez, what's wrong with him? He's just trying to help him out. He's trying to make him a better man. But she doesn't say that. But sides with Ivan. Anyway,
Well, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. Oh, yeah, Ivan,
Yes.
have you made your decision?
On.
Officially? I mean, you've come here. I want to make it official, so I want to hear it from you.
Officially, I got my memory back.
Oh,
So I am the man that I was.
good. The Kogayan will be pleased.
Yes, let's hope he doesn't kill the Highlander this time.
Don't worry. Oh, yes, Celine, Simon is doing well.
good.
He is eager to learn. He's getting some practical experience.
Good. Um, maybe, well, having a doctor around will certainly be useful in the future.
It will. Though I cannot really teach him to stitch up a vampire. That requires more than he is capable of learning. Fortunately. But
True. But, nevertheless,
nevertheless, yes. I'm pleased with him. He's agreeable. Doesn't mind walking. Can
Good.
go to
I think he got the. He was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time.
He told me a bit about it, and yes, he made a stupid decision that got him caught in a. Well, this is a story as old as the world. Young person, naive, gets help from a stranger, and then get pulled into their traps.
Well, at least now he has people who will look out for him, and better that he work with us and not be, I
Yes,
guess, a patsy of those of that of Dr. Lord.
yes, it would have been waste. Uh, I've heard you've. Yeah, well, congratulations again, getting
Thank
him.
you.
By the way,
Thank you.
this is the last we'll see of him. He's ill.
Well, that depends if the sheriff can actually. Well, I mean the bailiff. If the bailiff can actually, well, if she did her job better, I wouldn't be dead. But not that I'm bitter or anything.
Well, it's one thing to pretend to control the city. It's another thing to actually do it.
It's true.
All right, I'll have some work to do, but do keep me informed about that dagger. And
Of course.
from what we saw, the thing revolts to lights, any sort of lights, natural or artificial. And fires, those seems to, I don't know if we couldn't test that as extensively as light.
Yes, I remember injuring it with a piece
Yes,
of burning.
I have that on record, by the way. It was very courageous of you.
Or stupid, but thank you.
No, I don't believe it was stupid at all. Very well.
You too. Thank you,
Good night to
Doctor.
you too. I escort you back.
Well, I suppose we'll probably have to get to the circle next time.
Yep. We'll stop here.
By the way, out of character, when is the prince's winter gala or ball or what?
In about a month.
Oh, okay, so there's still a lot of time.
Yep. We'll go to beats for everyone. Everyone will get 1 beats for the station.
Yay!
Goals. Josh, goals.
Well, I think I've regained Bohek's trust at this point.
Yes.
And the other two are up and coming, I think.
All right. Dylan.
No, nothing.
Oh. Ivan.
I don't know, the middle one.
Uh, Kinda. Yeah. Yeah. Give a bit for that.
I haven't made any progress towards mine, so.
Lucian.
Yeah. Research local folklore and catch up with Thierry.
Yep.
Needed the willpower.
Yep. Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, you got a willpower for that. But yeah, yeah, 2 bits. So
I
didn't get
haven't
anywhere.
moved any progress towards mine, but
that's
I had a dramatic fail.
Yeah.
Resolve tempted, swooned, my dirge changed.
Yeah.
But yes, it was fun. Even if the
Yep.
two were crabby Appletons toward each other, but
Oh, but it was dramatic and fun.
I'll have to look more into the new obsessive, type of relationship we have now crafted for
Yeah.
ourselves and the inevitable
escaped
fallout that
You escaped the grasp
That's
of
okay,
Velvet
Nerd
while
Crew is still intact.
we.
Uh,
Well, now I've got 5 experiences. I think I'll go invest in blood potency now.
Nice.
Oh
Nice.
yeah, that's awesome.
Great choice.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, by the way, I took the 2 experience points that I had and I put 1 dot in firearms. I figured I should.
Hey,
That's a
nice.
nice idea too.
Hey, maybe Dylan and Joshua can just like go out to a shooting range.
Uh, well, I hope you all had fun.
Yep.
Yep.
And well, catch up next week.
Catch you next time.
Someone sent me something on Discord. Well, I mean, sure, if you want to. I mean, it's just in my head, it makes more sense. But yeah, if you want it to be the Dirge, it's not really. I don't really think it's that important. Well, mechanically, I don't really think it's that much mechanical. So sure, we can say that Vice is Dirge. If you really feel strongly this way.
So Vice is dirt.
Yeah.
Okay.
You hear that, Griffin?
So I'll switch that.
Okay, swap it around.
All
Now I'm
right.
secretly trying to be a good person. No one can know.
And actually, it makes the whole thing more dramatic because it's not it's not just trait of personality; it's your fundamental personality that got violated.
Oh yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
All right.
Hooray for mind rape.
Well, somebody said it. Thank God it wasn't me.
Oh, we said like you both made rape.
No, I mean,
It's okay. We'll do it to each other in turn, over and over again.
hey, the difference is that you're being vindictive about it, and I'm making you a better person for it.
By being vindictive.
By being
from the
vindictive.
top. Yeah.
Hey,
I think we could both qualify Joshua and Ivan as like utterly petty.
again, but I'm making you a better person, and you're making me walk down the street.
Yeah, I'm making you walk away from a confrontation. But anyway,
I
so
will
when it comes
defend
to,
my
like,
actions
getting
to the death.
status, I just want to like wonder how we're gonna handle that in the future. As if I'm gonna like get 1 dot in Ordo Dracul, I think theoretically I need to get like a 2nd dot in the Carthians first. Because
Why?
whatever my main one has to be bigger than any other one that I have.
No,
That
it
is
doesn't.
true.
No.
That's the rules
It does,
thing.
yeah.
That's the rules that I quoted before when I was verifying.
Oh.
From the
Mhm.
look of it, you can only have 5 dots in status amongst other groups, and you can't have 2 dots and 2 dots. It always has to be one has to be higher than your secondary one.
Oh. Damn.
So you can
I
have a
really-
4 dot status and a 1 dot status, but you can't have a 3 dot status and 2 1 dots. It won't
I
let you
think
do
it's
that.
even narrower than that. You can only have 5 dots total in status amongst a bunch of the political groups here.
Correct.
Unless you're specifically a Carthian.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Are you talking about the sellout one?
Anyway, I'm going to take a poop.
Okay.
Oh,
Catch
yeah.
you guys next time.
Catch
See
you
ya.
next time. Also of note, you could swap your could also abandon the covenant and go to the other or swap your covenants. That's always a possibility. You'll be regarded as a turncoat for a long while.
For basically the rest of the campaign, but
Oh yeah.
I don't want to do that because I like both of them and they both
No.
are what I want.
Yeah, well, Bike is the other one. He's part Kithian and full auto.
Mhm.
But yeah.